Community is one of the most underrated benefits of martial arts. Make gifting easy with Benson and Clegg. Handcrafted cufflinks, luxury accessories, and a proper British style. Trusted since the 1930s by royalty. Get 15% off with code Karate15, exclusively for Anxious Black Belt podcast listeners. Shop now at bensonandclegg.com. Welcome to Anxious Black Belt podcast that focuses on karate, mental health, and everything in between. In recent weeks, I done two podcasts on benefits of karate for mental health and well-being. This one is a third part of a five parts, and we're going to be focusing on something that I think is very underrated and underappreciated in martial arts, and it is creating a community. Um, all of us need a support group. We are a social animal. We like to interact, at least most of us like to interact. Some people less, some people more, but to a certain degree, we are a community driven species and we look for a tribes and people thinking similarly to us, doing similar activity, having similar passions. And being within that group that is a supportive, non-judgmental, can be super beneficial to a individuals. So when you're coming to martial arts, you've been challenged, you have learned to fail, and you are looking for something a bit more. And that thing is the community. Coming in, you're gonna meet people who are in similar situation as you. They all going through the hardship of martial arts. They all failing within martial arts on the beginning. You've got people in different stages of the development within the club that can share with you the experiences. They can support you, they can push you, they can challenge you, they can listen to you, they can support you, and create a family. Obviously, that depends on the dojo that you chosen to train in. Some are more corporate like, where people don't really talk to each other, just going in, training, going out as a hobby. For me, the community driven clubs are the better ones. That's I'm basing my opinion on the clubs that I've been part of, that I'm running, and that I like uh, to be part maybe in the future if I need to move or I'm gonna be looking for some extra training. And so the benefits of community-driven clubs for your mental health are huge. If you're stepping in into a new community, you are scared, maybe overwhelmed. It is uncomfortable and a little bit scary for everybody. Through that, you are meeting new people, you are exposed to people from different walks of life that have a common practice in karate. And for myself, this was a huge turning point in my mental health when I realized that I've created a lot of friends who support me because they know my working ethic from a dojo floor, from the gym, and become my family. They can support me, I can open up to them, I can talk about my problems, and have somebody just to listen to me. Um, from martial arts, I've got my long lasting friends all over the world. When you're stepping into the dojo and meeting people first, it is your local area, so people within the club. But then when you're going through the progression in martial arts, you start expanding through the seminars, meeting people from different towns. Um, Even more in seminar tournaments, you start traveling abroad, you start creating connections abroad, and some of my biggest friends and best friends are from abroad, and maybe I've seen them couple of times a year, but the friendship is very strong because there's something magical about sweating in the dojo, training together, fighting together, and doing martial arts together. There is some connection through that physicality, and people create really strong bonds between each other through the hardship of training. You know, you're spending a lot of time in close contact and trying to, in quotes, hurt each other, submit each other, and through that vulnerability to each other, you are learning a connection with other person. For somebody who is training regularly and regularly sweat, tap out, being frustrated, being kind of hopeless because maybe they be better than you, maybe other day you better than them, so they're experiencing exactly the same thing, creates a very strong bond between people. I reckon it will be something similar like in the past you had a brotherhood going into the war. You have to rely on each other, and that connection needs to be strong. That you can trust that person, and if you can trust a person with your health during the sparring, during a training, that you know that they might submit you, but they will take care of you, and they will be not trying to hurt you on purpose. You can put a lot of trust in those people. If they taking care of your health, they can take care about other things as well. And through that close connection, you can start open up and talk about your problems and go to the pub, sit down, um, show your gratitude to other people, ask for help, give help. And it's just something very, very special about the close group within the martial arts, that going through that hardship of training, being physically tired, having that mental break, and then be able to socialize together. And as I said on the beginning, we are the social animals, and having a group that is fully committed to support you, it's not in only within the dojo, but you have it outside the dojo as well. People reaching out, you become really good friends. You go for a social events outside of the martial arts group, and it just becomes your extended family that is taking care of you. And for me, to the degree it is even closer than my real family, because sometimes you don't want to talk about things with your family that with your mates you can have a discussion, have fun, have banter, and whatsoever you want. So for me, this is one of the very important parts of karate for mental health, that having that non-judgmental environment with a supportive group of people who allow you to socialize, and through that socializing within a small group, then that again spills out to your wider life, where you are at ease talking to people and reaching out more connections. Through that challenges, you're not afraid to speak to people. You reach out, you challenge yourself, you grow your circle, but you know that you've got that core support group of your mates within a martial arts group that stand behind you, and whatever happens, you can reach out to them for help. You've got the confidence because you grow stronger, you can fight, you can take care of yourself. Then the barriers to socializing are reduced. You can go out there, you can handle yourself, so it's easier to talk to people because you're not afraid. Starting in a club, you've done that first step of fighting your own anxiety and insecurity. You've got people who bring you up through their support, and that makes you more confident and outgoing person, that you can go out there and create more connections with people, more supportive groups, hopefully non-judgmental, that will build you up instead of taking you down. Guys, if you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is to watch another video or listen to another podcast, share with your friends. If you would like to support Karate for Mental Health, CIC, grab one of those t-shirts. The card is above through the shop. All the income from that goes towards a project where people with mental health and physical issues can come to the club, have a free session, build themselves up, create that community, which is super important, and improve their overall well being.